Welcome back. Man, I'm sad today. What an emotional roller coaster. This week's gonna be a busy week. Got my dentist appointment today. Tomorrow got my final teaching thing, and then I'm gonna actually start teaching people. Then I got a day appointment. Then I gotta go to a solicitation, what's it called? Job interview. Oh my god, so much to do. I don't like this week. But on the plus side, things might actually be going places now, because I got a smaller baby group for D&D. It's gonna be great, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be great. Let's focus on something positive. Like Adine being cute. I have to say, this date has been cheering me up so far, after all my negative moments. I already translated fortune. There we go, Waarschuwingskaarten. I really like that Adine I like that shooting her down is what really gets her. You know, to some extent I don't like knowing all this information. Really, I don't know, something about Adine is cute, but something about knowing that some options are plus and negative, and that some of them have connotations that don't necessarily should result in that. Because sometimes, like, here's the thing, is I say that Lorem needs more dynamic options. At the same time, I feel not everything needs to be a plus and a minus thing, you know? Not everything should be, you know, sometimes it's just you want to talk about this or you don't, you know? And they don't care. I'm having fun with, what's it called again? Heretic. One of the WODs I played, very interesting about this, by the way, featured, like, several, Disparals at the end. And apparently when Disparal dies, everyone around him dies, including other Disparals, who then go on to their next forms. Which was very, very interesting. That was very interesting, Mr. Jones. Very, very interesting. Could you maybe say it less racist? Oh yes, very interesting, Mr. Jones. Ooh. Oh. He sure is glad that his multi-ethnic and also gender-confused person friend isn't there, or he might be in trouble. Someone might be. Would they be angry at Indiana Jones for implying that's racist, or the person being racist? These are questions no one really wants the answer to, because there's nothing practical and you're not going to get anywhere in life either. It's best to take those things on a case-by-case basis. having fun with some character backstory generators. They worked out great. Like, the roles were so good, and I could just see their life stories unfold before my eyes. I like this actually. This is not very mystical. This is just show someone some symbols, and how do they think about it? Are they positive or negative? Do they interpret things as good or bad? You know, that kind of stuff. Like, that's actually a really interesting way to look at card reading. As, like, it's you projecting your interpretations. It doesn't necessarily give you the truth of the future, but it does give you an impression as to how your brain is doing. My armor's already acting up, which isn't understandable considering all the Heretic I've been playing, but... My arm, man, I just... Ugh. Like, the dentist appointment was early, too, and that's the thing that freaking gets me. There's not much to say here. I need to pay attention to that, to different translations. I need to keep my wits sharp. I can't believe this has finally happened. I can't believe it! It's finally happened! In case you wonder what's going on, that's going on. It's constantly adjusting how long this is. And when the 1000 pops in, it has to crunch this down. Meaning the 1000 isn't there, meaning that the whole thing... It's this problem. This doesn't... This... Like, if the 1000 is there... See? You see what happens? Now it's only those lines, so it fits. But then it doesn't. But if you go right here, the 1000 pops in and out of view, meaning it either fits or doesn't fit, and it constantly shuffles. Oh, that's great. I want more of this. Like, that prequel comic would have been... I wonder what it would have been about. Like, who would the prequel comic focus on? That's a question I want an answer to. God, I get so many questions already. But yeah, I'm really curious. What would the prequel comic be about? Would it be Izumi? Because that would be a huge plot spoiler. Would it be one of the characters? It couldn't be Remy or Anna. That's a spoiler. That's a spoiler. Bryce is a spoiler. You could do Adine? You could do a prequel on Adine. Because there's a very strong hint that she's like a lone child. And you could give a lot of impressions about the Dragon World by showing, well, everyone's still nice and still kind of... Like, they're trying, but they really don't want to get too involved either. You know, that kind of stuff. You may have heard that. That's an explosion. God, God, this song is so nice, though. These dates also goes a lot faster when you're not translating them. If you're just reading them. I like that Adine. Like, oh, it's so cute. It's like she picks up a mag, she's like, ooh, fortune cards. And then there's like a fortune article, she reads it, and she gets all smart, and she feels so good about herself, because she got to be smart. This is, like, that's why I like Adine, is there's a sense of humanity to her actions. There's not always a logical explanation. Sometimes she's just like, it's just how it is, I guess. But this, like, Lorem doesn't have this. Like, his conversation feels a lot more writery stuff, you know? Like, this is what I expected more of. Even Anna doesn't have too much of this. I guess it's just the personality that I like. Maybe it's just that. That, and the creator probably didn't want to make a lot of text explaining how to read cards, which would have been a huge investment of time and efforts. Kind of interesting how these past and present both have very similar words, and then future is this very different word. God, so much talking though. What's going on over here? Oh, it's a Tammy plush. Ah, Tammy plush. I like to imagine that at this point, Adine pulls out the fucking reference sheet and just starts reading the reference sheet out loud. And there's like little columns for everything. Oh man, I want that actually. That's kind of cute. Man. Oh man. Strife. Now there's a word I'll need some help with. Okay, that's good. I'm just translating this directly because, you know, that keeps the quotes a bit more tight. That's a good fucking reference because I didn't catch it. And it also works for the story. It's so weird. Oh, there's probably like multiple cards. It's just to cross-reference them all. Adine, you're dead. We're in heaven. I make this a little bit... Yeah, it's a little bit different so that you don't, you know, get too tangled up in your brain if the options are too similar. It's kind of cute. Like, I understand that you want to do this. How about you don't do this? How about you fucking don't? How about you, like, again, I love unreliable narrators, and that's not true. I would love if, like, these cards are just bullshit. They're just random crap. None of it actually makes sense or works out. Like, because you go through time travel so much, the cards would normally give you, like, the video gamey, oh, it's actually true answer. No, they give you a bullshit one. Because that's fun. Because it's fun when things aren't always symbolic. And you're just like, oh, I guess that didn't mean anything after all. Like, I was preparing to have a big boss fight, but it turns out that everyone just wanted to get along. See, that's nice. Like the cards say that like the cards say, for example, in order to get the best ending, you have to kick someone's ass. Like if you want to bring your quest to its greatest success, you're gonna have to stab someone like. Bleh! But in reality, the best answer was just to give the fucker his stone back, and he's just like, okay, I'll believe, and he just goes away, and then everything's solved. And it's the most anticlimactic ending, and you're like, what about the fucking cards? And like, just fucking Plague cards, man. They don't mean anything. I think they do it with like Amalur. Like whole of Amalur is like, I can tell the future. Oh wait, you have made the future not true anymore. I was supposed to die, you piece of shit. And he gets depressed, and it's kind of a good story as a result. Like, it's an interesting one. Because usually you're expecting that kind of crap to be true, and it's like, no, it's the opposite of true. It's anti-truth. I dare say the L word, a lie, or a falsehood. If you're very, very naughty, it's the F word, don't say it. It's a little different, a little tweak, but it's really the same. That's not right. That's not me, not at all. I like how the Almighty magazine keeps coming back. I like this one. You can't expect your entire life story out of a single card reading, which is true. There's only so many bits of information you can transfer. Like, that's the funny part, is if you start thinking in bits of information, a card reading is kind of crap. I like how Adine is just reading all this. She doesn't know anything from the top of her head. She's just reading it. Like, maybe she wasn't expecting anything, and or maybe she just doesn't have that kind of expectation. She just kind of like, oh, he's not going to show up. I'm not going to get any fun. Which is true. It's a bit fancy, but it's true. Crossroads. I don't think there's a crossing, maybe? Veesprong. which is true. If you're careless enough, Bryce dies unless you've already saved him. And I'm gonna say this: if Bryce hates you enough, you cannot save him. Isn't that fucking awesome? Which kind of does this. And I guess there's also the fact that not being careless with Remy kills him. Being an ass to Adine kills her. Being an ass with Anna kills her. And, no, technically you save Anna and you rescue Lorm more than anything, but hey. Like, a lot of people kind of get the shaft. These options are very similar in a sense. They're all kind of there. Oh, that's because it's the next one. I'm adding a little bit something here. By adding, we just gotta be careful, even with the little decisions. Because, of course you're gonna be careful with the decision on which car you're gonna buy. Like, that's a big decision. But I feel that it's a little bit better if it's like, you always gotta be careful with the little decisions, you know? Like, and that's kind of what Adine is going to. Because Adine, she's the kind of person who would probably have a bit of understanding for, like, the little decisions. She's not a top-down thinker, but she's the kind of person who would get into that sentiment, you know? And that's kind of funny, isn't it? Because it actually works on two levels. There's the actual deal, and then there's humanity just getting fucking killed. I guess this is a little bit different, but it works. In that case, I hope you're extra careful. It's the exact same thing again. If card reading is true, with enough iterations, you can make a perfect life, you know? Unless cards lose... God, you have to prove that, too? Like, you have to prove a lot about the mechanics of card reading if it's true. What the hell, man? The fuck are these things? Oh, those are very involved plushies. God damn. Like, holy bananas. Ah. My tooth is acting up. I like that they say that because... I like how they say that because it basically just says it's bullcrap, but it prepared you. Probably. It maybe have. You know. Why does she say but? This can be interpreted in many ways, but it can refer to... That's not a but! That's literally following the sentence. That's not a but. So it can refer to, or as such it can refer to, but not but! That's not a but. Laura Kate Dale make that show. That's not a but. Which is all about people putting butts in inappropriate places. And it can be both sides of the argument. Like, you'll just alternate between the grammar, whatever, I don't know what the fucking word is. What is but as a word? Something fell on the floor. It's a conjunction. Or is it a preposition? I think it's a... I don't even know. I don't care. I make these a little bit different every time. So that when you play it again, you're like, oh, it's actually a little bit different. But why would you pick the jerk option so many times in a row? I don't know. It's extra sassy every time, though. Don't worry. I put a little extra sass on every bite. Oh, God, I just winked at the screen. Oh, oh, oh! I think we're almost gonna call it a day. We're almost done with this one anyway. This date's been going smooth sailing. Such a funny thing to say. The time is ripe. Time itself doesn't ripen. How much longer do we have to go? We got... not a lot, actually. We'll do it a little bit more. Nah, I think I can do this on next time, but... let's do one more. I like how this is the negative option, too. And then this one's the positive one, even though the sandcastle thing makes her sad. Like, why is this the negative one, anyway? Like, why is Adine negative about this? You're like, oh, that was interesting. Like, you can't put sarcasm in options like that. What a shame. There we go. You had fun, right? Yeah, sure. Fun. F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me! And N is for neutrinos that fly through space-time. It has nothing to do with friends, but I just thought I'd mention it. I find it interesting that she doesn't want to read the articles again. Like, that says something about her, doesn't it? It's like she buys it and then she just... Like, Also, holding on to cards like that is how you hoard stuff. I like to imagine they use the exact same cards you see on the menu and all that. I like this. This is something not a lot of people think about. Such a weird thing to think about. Like, people put so much effort into that, week in, week out, as a day job, and they get paid for it, and someone picks it up for $5 and tosses it out the window. What kind of weird cycle is that? So much manpower and effort, so many pictures, so many communications. And for $5, you buy it at the store. There we go. And then you have a little chit-chat. So next time, more of this. I'm having fun! Are you? If you're not having fun, I'm sorry! Sorry!